Sorry. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Team Wars Review 24. Sometimes I get the numbers wrong. Oops. Anyway, my name's Glanzer. Welcome in. We're doing this not live for maybe like the 5th time ever. I try to always do these live, even if all I do is South Park for that stream. But tonight, it is already 11:30 p.m. I had some work that I had to get done. We got some deadlines coming up, and couldn't get started until late today. So I'm gonna spare you guys all the late night stream notification, and you guys will be seeing this video Monday morning. But we got some shenanigans for you this week. Welcome in. This week was the same as a week. It was like early January, I believe. So it's been about 6 months since this deck was a choice. But there's been similar iterations. But we start up with a clean butthole. Welcome in, everybody. 6269 giggity. I'm touching the butthole. You like that? You should go to penance. Low. Oh, that's weird. Namaste, low elo, but you never know when somebody's gonna have nice levels. But the level 4 Maxi is not lending well to a good fight here. Now this week, honestly, it was hugely impactful to what your cycle was. If you were playing somebody who actually had good levels and was kind of even ability. Like if you were able to start maybe the Castle Defender with Robin Tweak, or Deckhand was an option. If you were able to keep that Tower Defender alive early on, there wasn't really any cards in the deck that could potentially have dealt with the tower, if that makes sense. So you're just going to be constantly feeding energy into the tower, and eventually they're going to be able to counter push into you, and there's not much you can do. Especially if they can get their Mintberry Crunch out. A big part of this week was getting your Mintberry Crunch out before the enemy, because once you get that Mintberry Crunch out, you kind of punish the enemy from being able to play something like Robin Tweak gets destroyed immediately, Angel Wendy gets destroyed immediately. You can't really play your Mintberry Crunch because that might get destroyed immediately. And if he hits you with his first, he's going to kill yours before you can kill his. So it's like, you can't let that happen, right? This is the Adventure Lock. We're in bronze still, so these matches are going to be fairly quick and easy, but we should be moving to Silver League, if not this week, then next week. Well, not next week, but the week after. So it would be maybe in 3 weeks we might be in silver. So that'll be fun. We'll get a little bit better levels against us. And then maybe we could actually see some good matchups with our, level 3 Mintberry Crunch and level 3 Enforcer and level 4 Toolshed's not bad, actually. Level 4 Epics isn't terrible. But that level 6 Angel Wendy is a great card to have on the Adventure Lock for Team Wars, because she is constantly used in Team Wars, and she's potentially Team Wars' best common card. I mean, arguably cows are better, but cows are in most weeks pretty easy to counter because they're coming. Part of the reason that cows can be good is because somebody holds on to cows until the end of the match and kind of surprises you with it. That's the best competitive use case of it. Because if I know the cows are coming, I'm going to save whatever card I have in my deck to deal with the cows, whether it's Fireball, my cows. In Team Wars, a lot of the time it's just your own cows. We get the hit. So I really thought, hold on, let's roll that back. Did New Kid take the hit maybe? No, I thought I remember. Bubby, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing, bro? He's behind my monitor trying to climb up it. Elvis, get over here. I thought that killing the Inuit with the power, or the Toolshed's power, killed Toolshed. Albus, what are you doing? What are you doing, bro? You see his whiskers? You can see his whiskers. Is there a bug over there, buddy? Get over here.
I'm a master swordsman.
Come here, buddy.
Villains, your time is up.
There.
Come here.
Well, the mask was starting to chafe.
I'm a master.
We got a Bubby joining. Let's give him some good commentary, Bubba. Huh? Everybody say hello to Albus in chat. In the YouTube comments, say hello to Sir Bubby. Oh, he's feeling good today. All right, that was a pretty straightforward match. Fat Money Bag from Terry Folds. I'm a huge fan of the team Terry Folds. So shout out to the guys who named their team Terry Folds. If you don't know, Terry Folds is a reference to a Rick and Morty episode. There's a song called Terry Folds. Google Terry Folds by, I think it's Justin Roiland. Is anybody else pissed that Justin Roiland got removed from... Albus, stop it. Got removed from Rick and Morty and then got acquitted for whatever he got charged with? So it's like, why did you remove him? Why did we get... We're gonna have subpar knockoff Rick and Morty voices forever now. And you don't bring him back? You don't bring him back when that gets like realized that it wasn't true? I can't even remember what it was. Was it domestic abuse or something? I can't remember, but it's like, that's brutal. That's brutal. That girl should go to jail for as long as he was gonna go to jail. Anyway, holding on to your Mintberry Crunch in weeks like this is ideal. Well, there he got me with it, but like I take the ball, so that wasn't a terrible play on his part. But the okay, what was I saying? It was fun this week to have Mimsy for sure. Mimsy's not always a great card to use, but if you're in a pinch, you know, and it's like you're only gonna get one bar because it's just a really defensive week. Because like the moment the tower gets onto, I would say, Bubby, is there the moment that the tower starts attacking the Zen, I would say, like if they put tower to defend, the moment they start attacking the Zen, then you could put the Mimsy, and the tower is going to attack the Zen for quite some time. So the Mimsy should probably at least get one bar there. It would be hard to stop it unless they transmog it. And if they transmog your Mimsy, then your Mintberry Crunch can live forever. But yeah, the strategies this week were interesting because like here I have to just turtle. Zen in the path of the tower is probably the best play because you want the tower to start hitting Zen at some point. Maybe it would have been better to play Zen more midline. No. In this instance, we're going for slow as possible. No, I don't like that. Okay, I like that. Get your Mintberry Crunch out. But like I was saying with Mintberry Crunch, holding your ability is better in weeks like this because it really impacts what they can play. If you have your ability out, I just wanted to damage the tower there, but if you have the ability out, they can't play Robin Tweak. If they have the ability out, they can't play Angel. If they have the ability out, they can't play Paladin or something like that, right? Angel taking a hit there is kind of annoying, but not super impactful, honestly. As you can tell here, Mintberry Crunch is just going to be a menace. We wait a moment here. We hit all three of them. The Robin saves the tower. I mean, probably better to save the Randy there because the Randy is the DPS in that situation. This guy's got decent levels. Like I was saying, for 66-25, pretty good level. Marine Craig also gets absolutely destroyed by the Mintberry Crunch. So just an example of the Mintberry Crunch is just the win condition. In almost every week that he is a card, he's the win condition. He's just an insanely broken card, especially in a Team Wars situation where your new kid is not going to reset. And in fact, your new kid's going to push Mintberry Crunch backwards and put him into an advantageous position for the enemy. So you don't want to mess with that. So you want to be able to kill him right away. The best way to try to kill him is you can put Inuit in the corner when he's about to use his ability. You can try to get the Castle Defender to attack him like right when you put it down. You could also try to just get your Mintberry Crunch in a position. But the problem is, if your Mintberry Crunch is going to hit his Mintberry Crunch, chances are that his Mintberry Crunch will also hit your Mintberry Crunch. So then it's all about, just what cycle they're on. All right, good play here.
I hope I help.
pretty much good game, honestly, in my opinion, especially if he keeps supporting this. I'm going to be able to just heal the tower over and over, just clean up his back line. The Maxi going back for the Paladin is kind of unfortunate. I wish he would have just kept going forward, started attacking the tower, but not a big deal to lose the Paladin there. We can take out the Inuit. Yes, we got the Inuit and the heal on the tool shed, which was epic. Now we get the freeze during the animation for the heal, so no extra damage comes out. Perfect. We can rob and tweak the tower if you want to keep it alive, but letting the tank push wouldn't be bad. I like that play. So now he can't play Angel behind it. But that's good too, because that's 5 energy he's not going to be able to defend with, right? So he's got 3 energy to defend. All we got to do is deal with the 2 cards he can play here before we push through. The tool shed doesn't hit the Enforcer there, but the Enforcer was low level, so our Inuit just pushes right through it. God, I wish they would reset Team Wars again. Wish they would reset Team Wars again. It's been like 131 weeks since they reset. They should have set it to reset every like year or 6 months or however long, to just make it so that these teams that are just always going up in the Team Wars ranks, because they're running 25 people and they're technically always winning, so they're always going up in trophies every week, but it's it's just a small team that doesn't have any business being in gold really. If you have 25 people on your team, you shouldn't be a gold team. Like it should be impossible with like the way the scoring works for you to be able to get to Gold League if you only have 25 people in your team. That's my opinion.
This costume rules.
For teams. That's how I think the teams should work. Or how it should have been set up. To incentivize building your team up. You're not really punishing, like the silver tier versus the gold tier packs, they're not like insanely different. So it's not like you're getting an insanely different. It's better, but it's not like, 4 legends versus no legends or something like that. You know what I mean? It's not a ridiculous amount. But here's what I mean. Right there, you hold on to the Mintberry Crunch, all of a sudden, the moment his Angel comes out, he's dead. So this actually was pretty bad for me, because the way the Randy's targeted, I shouldn't have used the Randy ability right there and just let him take those Randy hits, but I've got the support of the Mintberry Crunch. The play here is interesting, because I was trying to just not kill the deckhand, so I ended up working out perfectly and killing the Pocahontas before the deckhand. And that's a problem with deckhand, I would say, is that this is the problem with Swordsman, is the Enforcer out there, so that's why Swordsman probably wasn't the right choice. But deckhand, the problem with deckhand is like it's an interesting card for like Castle Defender and maybe healing your Zen or Mimsy or whatever. But the problem is that most of the time the enemy will have the control over whether or not, I honestly couldn't even play that, but didn't even kill me. The enemy will have the control on whether or not they kill the deckhand before something else, and you can kind of force their hand to an extent. Like if you play tower and then you just sit there and wait, and then you play, and if the enemy hasn't played anything else, like maybe they played a tower too, or maybe they're just stalling or whatever it might be, then if you play deckhand, they can't just leave the deckhand, right? So if you play the deckhand, force them to play something to deal with the deckhand, and then you're walking into the tower. So it's not a bad play, but I would say if you don't have like that setup, if you don't have like tower and deckhand, that probably isn't the best deck. The other options are probably better. I would imagine it was either Inuit or Paladin. I imagine it was probably Paladin. I can't remember the combo, but either way, those ones are technically better because they're cheaper or just better. Inuit is clearly better than deckhand, and Paladin is better because it's cheaper. Cheaper Paladin gets you to the Mintberry Crunch quicker, gets you to the Rob and Tweak faster, for instance. So here is an interesting example. I'm blocking the Mintberry Crunch with the Enforcer. So that was a big play, because I'm going to be able to get my abilities off on him. This was a bit of a mistake. I could have played something in the back, but I wasn't really... I could have played Tool Shed in the corner and not taken that damage, but honestly, I was expecting that. We were going to heal the Mintberry Crunch anyway and probably just remove him, so I wasn't too worried about that. And we already knew that we had a bit of a level lead, so that really impacts how I play once I realize, okay, this guy's got low levels, this guy's got bad deck choices. Whatever. I'm not going to play quite
I really need
as
to sharpen my
perfectly
Healing shot.
as I normally would. Maybe trying to have some fun, play some interesting stuff. Like, I don't usually try to dar cows, but in a situation like this, I would probably try to dar cows if it was a week like that, for instance. Just stuff like that. Like, I could rob and tweak the Inuit. That's an interesting play that can net you bars. I'm not going to do that if I think the guy can actually beat me. All right, we got Vusish? That's French? Voseche? Somebody help me with that in the comments. How would you say that name? EUX is ooh, right? Ooh, so Vuseche. I don't know how CHE sounds in French. I'm assuming that's French just because of the EUX. But would it be EUOX? No, IEU would probably be
Namaste,
French.
friends.
In lieu, that's a French word. I don't know. Someone in chat will answer. That paladin absolutely wrecked there.
By my grace.
I would say Zen with the angel, if they're coming into your turf, that might be the best lead setup that you could have. This is pretty good. As long as the... Okay, good. The witch doctor. Why am I saying witch doctor? The Mintberry Crunch almost took that Inuit kill. That wouldn't have been good.
Be with you, children.
Here I could have transmogged the Maxi, but honestly, with this setup, I wasn't really worried about the back end dying. The heal isn't that big of a deal. It's just more about getting that damage out of there. A lot of the damage gets removed with the tower dying there, so that's good. I probably, like, technically you should have played Jimmy there to prevent the stun, but obviously, or the freeze, but obviously he died, so Cool Shed probably better. Save the Enforcer for the Mintberry Crunch. Oh, it's just so brutal when New Kid doesn't take any damage. No reason not to use the ability there just to get the damage on him. Otherwise, he might kill the angel or something. That might have been... Oh, he finally takes the Mintberry Crunch out. But that angel heal is just too much. The angel heal. I love Angel. She's such a fun card. Stony Baloney from the Buttholes. We played Butthole. Now we're playing somebody from Buttholes. We just Butthole extravaganza this week. And Mimsy makes you tighten your butthole, so it's perfect. But you can tell I'm not really playing Mimsy all that much. It'd be an interesting play to see how it turns out if you played Mimsy right now on the top line. Because by the time Mimsy gets there, Zen should probably be away, but I think Zen would pull to him. Because Zen will just walk to anybody near him. So he might eventually be able to pull him away and taunt, but then after the taunt, he's gonna ride to New Kid, so you have to do a bunch of damage. Unless you're Inuiting or the assassin, I don't think that would work out. It'd have to be a certain situation. I like that play because that's gonna hit his tower eventually. The question is here: how do we get rid of the Inuit? Okay, good. He's hit. Oh, that was good. That was a good hit. That was a good hit. Angel surviving with a Mintberry Crunch there. This is a pretty good setup, getting the heal off for him. But you saw I healed look at this timing here. Look at this timing on my Angel. Healed exactly after he hit my Mintberry Crunch. So my Mintberry Crunch gets fully healed like immediately. And then Angel is hitting the Mintberry Crunch, so we don't have to worry about the ability hitting him. We can take out the backline real quick. Very well done. That's got pretty good levels actually. Should have probably used the Tool Shed ability right away. I would have gotten it off, I think. That extra hit, not a big deal either. Robin tweak the Angel to keep her alive, potentially. I think she'll survive anyway, though. So you Robin tweak after. This works too. Doesn't really impact much because Angel's going to heal her and heal him anyway. I triggered the Angel before. Alright, transmogging the Robin boosted Mintberry Crunch was actually one of the best plays for transmog, but only if it's like at the beginning of a push, not in the middle of a push like that. only if it's like the beginning. If I play Zen into Mintberry and then Robin Mintberry, then that's a perfect time to just transmog me real quick and then potentially steamroll on the counter. But it's definitely an interesting week. It's hard to tell you that like it was dependent on your cycle when it seems like I'm so easily dealing with these people. But if they're not playing well, this is a play I wanted to try. I'm glad I got a level 3 Inuit to try it on. I was curious if the Inuit would turn around or if I'd kill him in time. So if it was a level 4, that wouldn't have worked. And the Inuit would have just been there blasting our Mimsy the whole time and probably killed our Mimsy.
Leave my mark.
But this is actually okay, even if I just get one hit off. That's a good potential. And then he had to deal. The biggest thing for Mimsy though is the energy that they have to play into. I didn't think he was gonna hit me with this ability here. But the energy, I pushed him in with the tool shed a little bit there. I should have pushed him out, that was my mistake. But
Hold on, is Zorro Mexican?
Dude, what was I just talking about? What was I talking about? Oh yeah, the Mimsy. The Mimsy, it's about what energy they build into you. So this guy put Swordsman out. Now he's protecting midline when I have the tower right there. So now I can literally just stamp midline and not have to worry. Although, interesting, the Sheriff killed me there. But here, he's not getting the ability, so I could put my own Mintberry Crunch on behind tower would be a good play. Or we could put Robin Tweak out. You wouldn't have to worry about him dying right away. So you at least get the ability off. So this is good. He's going to hit both, but I'm going to be in good position to hit him once and then use my ability, which should kill him. Or it killed him anyway. I think he had slight damage there. Did you see that? So his team might have lost. He played pretty good at the start, but I was pretty confident I was going to be able to push through. But his team kind of blew it for him, taking some subpar picks. Even though it was technically the swordsman that got him the ability, or got him the bar, I guess. So you can't hate on it too much. But this setup where Mintberry Crunch is just going to survive, he's got enough damage to hit to kill the new kid. Robin doesn't get hit by a new kid. It's just so much. Now this would be interesting if Mimsy and Headhunters and Headhunters, Mimsy, Dougie, Starvin' Marvin, Big Gay Al. What if their card text wasn't to attack New Kid, but it was to attack towers? What if Dougie was a natural counter to playing a tower in front of New Kid? What if you had to play tower behind New Kid, or else Big Gay Al would just kill your tower? Right? Imagine they play tower right in front of their new kid. You play Big Gay Al, and Big Gay Al is attacking it from like here, and like there's nothing he can do. Imagine playing Mimsy against a cyborg tower that got played midline, and just like tanking it and blasting it. It would be awesome. But they're dumb, and they didn't think of that. Like in every other game I've ever played, when the character, or when the unit is like a headhunter, sometimes it's called a siege unit, whatever it might be, they typically have the card text of they attack buildings and buildings only. And then there's a few buildings available that they'll attack. So if you have this, card that comes right at your tower, you could play a tower next to it and then guide it over there and potentially protect yourself, right? That is what you'd expect, but these guys are dumb. So you don't get anything like that. Now look at that play, dude. Look at this play. A lot of the times it's not right to play the Randy while he's attacking somebody because Randy's ability isn't as good as just attacking. His attack is pretty good. But I use the ability so that the Maxi got pushed in slightly, and now the tower was attacking the Maxi. The tower no longer dies to the Inuit right there, as it would have probably. It would have one-shot that Inuit and died. But instead, I had the time to put my Inuit. I mean, that was just so cool. So cool that worked out that way. Now you could I could have played the little Indian boy that could there, but like I said, sometimes you just take the hit because he does good damage. And he like perfectly took the bar there. Did you see that? The bar is like exactly at, I think you start with 401, don't you? No, I think I might I might be missing a little bit. We'll see what the next game starts with. I think I might be missing a tiny little bit of health. 401. So it's like maybe it's like 406 or something. 410. We'll find out. We'll find out. Half-baked Ben. Half-baked Bean. That's a great one. 403. So it was 2 damage off. Nice. Nice. I was gonna say it looked like there was a tiny little sliver there. So I like to see what the enemy plays and then kind of go from there. Mirror playing them when they have lower levels is almost always gonna work. Unless, you know, maybe some nuance like that happens and then all of a sudden his card is stronger than yours, but not likely. Okay, forcing the transmog on the Pocahontas is probably the best option for your transmog. You play the Zen here, but that level 2 is just not a real threat. Did not have to play the Angel there either. He didn't. If they were leveled up, he would have taken a couple hits, but did not have to do that. Played that just because I had energy. Probably should have played him on the bottom side, but with that tool shed, you could potentially get a stun out, and maybe I could have healed the paladin or something, so that could have been an interesting setup there. The level 1 Inuit not doing very much damage, but enough to maybe kill the tool shed. No, the tool shed comes around and one-shots him. And then Angel not getting dealt with by the level 3 Enforcer. Jeez. So what if Team Wars wasn't leveling and it's just like you pick the deck, you had the games, everybody has 5-4-3, or everybody has 6-5. Like, I guess, honestly, if everybody had 7-7-6-5. So level 7 rares and commons, level 5 epics, and level 5 legends. Or I guess you could do 6 epics for fun, but 5 or 6 epics would be fine. So you could go 6-6-5-5. If everybody had 6-6-5-5 in Team Wars, can you imagine that? Like if every one of these matches, these cards were leveled, that would just be such a different game. So many people would be losing matches that they weren't winning before because they were just winning because they happened to get 3 matches against somebody like this. Who, you know, maybe if he is playing well, it won't matter. Like, he could play a perfect game and it just will not matter against levels that are 3 levels higher in every single level. Like, if your Inuit can't even kill my Mintberry Crunch, then, you're not, there's no way you can win that match. So it's just, we got the Street Pirates trying to join the Pirate Coalition. What's going on? We got Ignis 1992. Interesting. Now this week for the Adventure Lock was pretty good. I would say the only lower levels we had would be like the level 4 Tool Shed, which is just fine. Level 5 Cartman, which I would say is probably fine. Mintberry 3 is a little harder to come back from, but if you can rob and tweak him at level 3, he's still very dangerous.
Don't try this at home.
Okay, we get the stun off here. Can we kill him before he gets his ability off? Would have if I would have played Deckhand or Inuit or something, but I wasn't worried because I knew I could just heal it. Mimsy up on the top side. Let's go. We just transmogged that. I like that. Medusa. Wow. Was it Medusa versus Mintberry Crunch? I cannot believe a team picked Medusa. No, dude, I'm telling you, man. We're going to need Medusa to kill the Inuit, to kill the Deckhand. Okay, so it was Deckhand and Paladin because we have Inuit. We needed to kill the Inuit and the Deckhand, man, or else that's going to get so much value. We need the Medusa because she outranges the castle defender, bro. So we can take out the... Yeah. No. When the comparison is Mintberry Crunch, I don't care if your team's Mintberry Crunch is going to be level 2. It's better than any level of Medusa. Now that was a little shenanigans here. Look at this. I wipe out these guys. And that guy. Unfortunate. That's a good play. Punishing a fairly poor deckhand play. But not if he kills the Zen. That was pretty good. That's pretty good value, honestly. Now, can we take that last 339? You'd think if we can get to the Mimsy which is, I knew it was
This
coming up
costume
soon.
rules.
We got a minute left.
Final
We got
race.
tower to defend. We're gonna mimsy it. So I said, so basically what I said was there with my little pantomiming there was use the tower to defend these units and then try to get the bar. We still have a minute, so it should be fine. But the tower will, you know, prevent him from being able to slam energy after I play the mimsy and maybe take the bar. And then I made sure to get the Zen out there so that if he tried to protect from the mimsy, we would be able to pull it away. But he ended up giving up anyway. But it was a good setup because, see, anything he would have played there to stop the mimsy, Zen was going to take. That was pretty much an unblockable push except for transmogging the mimsy, but then you still have to deal with the Pocahontas. So I like it. All right, boys, this is the last matchup. I appreciate you guys stopping by on YouTube. Like I said, this was not live, so don't feel like you missed it last night. We will be live tomorrow, or today. You'll be watching this tomorrow. So it's today, Tuesday night, we'll be streaming. So make sure you're there. We'll play some South Park and some other stuff. Make sure you join. And if you are on YouTube and you haven't subscribed yet, I really appreciate that sub. We're going for the most subscribed South Park Phone Destroyer channel. And if you appreciate the content, then make sure you hit that sub button. If you want to make sure you don't miss a video, that was a pretty good setup right there. If you want to make sure you don't miss a video, make sure you hit that little notification button, that little bell, and you'll see me in your push notifications. You can see my sick thumbnails.
I am at you. Don't try
Okay,
this.
use the ability there. I probably could have just one-tapped him and then played the ability, but it is what it is. So in that situation, you probably just want your Pocahontas to just beat up the Zen, because you see how fast Pocahontas seems to attack the Pocahontas, or the Zen. He just taps him. Just taps him up. Now the Robin tweak on that would have been interesting. Oh, did we get it? Oh, we did get it. Nice. Nice. My tower on him. Wouldn't have hated that, but I would say wait on it. The Zen's gonna slow them down a bit. Let him stack into it, that's fine. Transmog him is fine. But yeah, let him stack into me, then I just get my tower defender out. He busts through his tower defender. He might be able to heal it. Ooh, maybe not. The Angel's gonna be on the back line instead of pushing on the front line. That's good for me, I would say, because I was more worried of my tower getting overrun than my Pocahontas dying, because my Pocahontas is gonna die anyway. But this is good. The Paladin might come in and deal with that Angel on the bottom side. This is great for me. No, he does decide to protect the Angel. Might have been to his detriment, though, because maybe he should have protected the Sheriff and he could have done something about that. But now we have a little Indian boy that could at the doorstep, which is enough to deal with a new kid. And Pocahontas getting great value, Walmart style. But the Inuit coming through, killing the Angel. Okay, that's not bad. Prevents her from healing there. Now my Angel comes through. Now we're going Scorched Earth to try to take a bar, but the problem is this week is full-on turtle mode. The scores didn't matter for a couple points this week. The scores were pretty spread out between first, second, and third. So, you know, him saving... Well, I guess this was on... This account's on Dire Tide too, so it probably matters even less. But he did block me from the 2 points. So we get that 112 on this account, unfortunately. So close, though, dude. So close. Like, if that tool shed... if that tool shed was just a little bit faster. If he was just a little swifter. A little Taylor Swifter. Anyway, I appreciate you guys for stopping by. Don't forget, my name's Glanzer. Make sure you check out all my videos. We post almost daily. I'd say, like, we post 4 videos a week out of 7. Sometimes we post 7 videos a week. Sometimes we post 2. I'm pretty consistently at least 3 or 4 though. But I appreciate you guys stopping by. Don't forget, subscribe, leave a comment for your favorite match. Check out whatever match is floating over my head right now. Probably over there, maybe up here. There's also some down in the description. Also, check out other playlists. I would suggest the BHV playlist, Buckethead Versus. Those are single matches that you can just burn through, and they're some of the best matches that you'll ever see in South Park Phone Destroyer. Okay, everybody, have a good night. Well, actually, a good day. You'll be seeing this tomorrow morning, and we'll see you guys Tuesday night for the stream. Bye-bye. Well, I guess that's tonight. We'll see you tonight. Or Friday if you're watching this past Tuesday. If it's Wednesday, the stream happened already, but we'll be streaming Friday night. Wait, no, I lied. We won't be streaming Friday night. We'll be gone this weekend. We'll be streaming... Geez, maybe not at all. Maybe Sunday. I don't know. We'll find out. I'll make sure some videos are ready to queue on YouTube for you, though, so you don't miss me too much. All right, everybody. Have a good one. Happy Monday. Happy Tuesday. Happy Fat Tuesday. What's Fat Tuesday? Taco Tuesday. All right. Bye-bye.